Next up, here we go again with, you're not seeing double vision, this print is just a little bit off. Damascus gear. These ones are called the Stealth X with grip tips, whatever that means. Okay, this is a neoprene backed glove. Generally, when I see a neoprene backed glove in the past, I was like, oh, here we go. This glove's going to suck. And the reason I say that is because I've had some water skiing gloves and some dive gloves that are made of that neoprene material, and they have not fit very well at all. They fit horribly. And so maybe that's just a little bit of a holdover and prejudice on my part, and it may not be entirely accurate. Do something here. Anyways, let's try this glove on, see how it works. So I'm a little bit prejudiced when I put this glove on, going, oh, it's going to suck. Guess what? It doesn't suck. It fits pretty darn good. The Stealth X by Damascus. For my hand, it fits really good. And this is an XL size. And I think I've chose the right size in this one. Not a lot of fabric on the tips, good dexterity, full palm. Is it synthetic? I think it is. Yep, synthetic leather palm, preferred by me for the reasons I've told you. And notice we don't got those goofy pads here. So we don't need those pads. They just ruins the fit of the glove in a lot of the situations. So excellent dexterity is what I'll say on this glove. Good wrist closure. That neoprene back will keep the back side of your hands warm, your knuckle, and it will absorb some shock should you have to do an impact like that. Yeah, I'm aware of those Black Hawk designs and those other gloves that have the plastic protective knuckle section. Maybe one day I'll evaluate those. We got to be careful though. Here comes some more glove philosophy from Nutnfancy. Be careful about marketing hype and the way a glove looks. A lot of what they're trying to do is attract you, the buyer, to buy something that's perceived as being tactical. And they will charge you an arm and leg for something that's perceived to be tactical with no increase in utility or usefulness. Be careful of that. So the question I ask, is that hard back knuckle plate useful? Does that give us more capability? I would say that it does. I haven't worn them yet though, but just looking at it and applying common sense, I would think that a hard back knuckle plate would give you some use as long as it's comfortable and it does not compromise the overall fit and feel of the glove. And breathability. Remember, that's another factor. I want my glove to be breathable. I don't want to be having my hands sweat and get all clammy. I'm impressed with these Stealth X gloves by Damascus. I really am. Let's look at the price on them. Dude, $18.95? I can tell you right now, I'm buying them today. Totally, I'm not even kidding you. I will buy these today because for $19, I'm at the same price as my Walmart batting gloves, and I'm getting, in a way, a better glove because I have synthetic leather. It fits me a little bit better than these ones. These were a little bit short in the fingertips for me, and it's got a great wrist closure, neoprene back to keep your hand warm. Now, again, in summertime, you may not like that. It's too much. But in cool, maybe fall, winter conditions, depending where you live, it could be very nice to have. Sold. That's a Stealth X by Damascus for $19. Coolio, man. I love these gloves. I'm probably forgetting some other things, but I got to keep pressing on. Let's go to these ones, man. These are Hatch gloves. They're called the Operator. Ooh, that's tactical sounding. We want them already, right? Wrong. We evaluate them. Don't ever buy off on hype or tactical hype named and, oh, you know, everybody, there's operators all the world over that are using these gloves. Okay. I don't buy it because there's a lot of lying going on in the tactical community. And what they'll say is, dude, I mean, every soldier in the world uses these gloves or uses this helmet or this body armor. Don't believe it. You evaluate it. You come to Nutnfancy, I'll keep it real for you as best I can. But don't buy off on name and hype. We'll evaluate it on our own. So, but these are desert tan, kind of light. They're almost whitish. And heat resistant protection up to 800 Fahrenheit. Kangaroo leather palm. Sorry, I have to read some of this because I can't keep track of all the details on it. Let's check them out. I've already worn these, and I tell you, they fit a lot better than I thought they would. Okay, let's get the obvious thing out of the way first, and that is the gauntlet design. It is a gauntlet design needed on a tactical glove, and you see a lot more designs using this. Again, this is my own preference, and it says these are designed by SWAT for SWAT. Okay. Who is the SWAT guy that decided he needed a gauntlet? The reason I'm going to say it, I don't like gauntlet designs. They're hard to put on. They're more time consuming to get squared away. As you can see, you put it on, and if you don't pull it up, this is what you're faced with. And then you got to pull it over your sleeve or whatever. That takes a little while. Covers up your watch, and it's just a hassle. And then in use, I find that gauntlet designs generally will do this. They'll ride up. Now you could say, well, what I can do with these is I can like roll them and roll them over like that. Yeah, I can see that, but how stupid does that look? You got all this fabric around there. I just don't see the reason why you need that. Except if you're in vehicle operations. If you're a soldier, again, let's say you're driving a Bradley or you're in a potential fire situation, these gloves would make a lot of sense. Because then we're opting for less dexterity, maybe a little bit more hassle in the donning and doffing process to get a higher fire protection ratio. And in that case, I think you're smart. Because then you're getting some fire protection in exchange for, I don't know, a little bit less convenience. The fit overall is excellent. I'm very impressed with the fit, getting past the gauntlet issue. They feel good. Actually, they feel better than those leather flight gloves I just showed you. Great dexterity in the hand. I'm just very impressed. These are kangaroo, not synthetic leather palms. We do have one little pad down here. It doesn't ruin it. Great breathability out the back. You got some reinforcements on the fingers. And I should have been talking about that all the way through about reinforcements, but just about every design I've shown you has had full leather fingers, which I prefer. This is a typical Nomex back right here, just like on the flight gloves. And it probably is going to inherit the same type of wear weaknesses that the flight gloves. Actually, I stand corrected because they extended that leather all the way back around, unlike the flight glove. The flight glove I showed you, let me just show you a finger. Remember how the leather doesn't go all the way on the back. It's just on the side, and that means this seam right here will bust. And they corrected this by going all the way around. Nice job. And that's a high wear area. That finger, you bet. Very high wear. Nice. But overall, very impressed with that. Then you have some knuckle protection with the kangaroo leather, a little bit of padding here. If you can get past the gauntlet design, these are actually pretty decent gloves. And to get a full gauntlet design, if you're, again, a vehicle operator or think you need fire protection, for $40 for these Hatch, they're called the SOG L200 operator, not a bad buy. That's reasonable for that. So overall, I like the different color, too, the option. Run out of time. I got to keep moving, man. Let's get to some really cool gloves I like. Here's a pair I love. These are Damascus brand, and look at the price on these. $21.95. Here it is, the Interceptor X in Coyote Tan. Everybody that sees this is going to want to order these gloves. You can call up Skaggs, hurry fast. There's your specifications there. It's not the synthetic leather. It's going to be kind of suede. But look at the color first off. Nice color, that coyote brown. It's a lot darker than that tan I just showed you. I like it. We put on this Interceptor X by Damascus, and man, does it fit well. It feels like a mechanic's glove. It feels tight on hand. There's very little excess material on the fingertips. No goofy padding to jack our grip up with. Good wrist closure. Good ventilation on the back. Little bit of padding on the knuckle area. Nice glove. But the disadvantage is it is not synthetic. If it was synthetic, it's going to be more. By the way, it says it has Kevlar in it too. Cut-resistant palms. And so here's a cut-resistant glove that really doesn't sacrifice dexterity to give that to you. It feels excellent and mechanics-like in hand. But like I was saying, that natural suede, if it gets wet, I'm sorry, it's going to stay wet for you. But for $22, dudes, this is a great glove. Interceptor X. In fact, I'm going to buy a pair. I'll evaluate it at my tactical shooting clinic, and I'll tell you how much I dig it. Or not dig it. Maybe I'm off. Doubt it, though. Stealth XL. This is a Damascus glove. This is very similar to the one I just showed you, so I'll make it quick. Did I ever cover this one? I can't even remember. It's all blends. I think I did. Let me move on. This is a Hatch glove for $20, and it's called the Specialist. Again, the names and models are going to change over time. I need to wrap this up quick. This is in large size. This is a very good glove for the money. Fits the hand nicely. and it's very similar to that model I just showed you. Full neoprene back, not too much material at the tips, reinforced fingertips, no goofy padding, good wrist closure. Oh, that feels good. Yeah, buddy, this is a glove I could load a pistol magazine with. And that one I just showed you too, that desert tan one, I could do it with that one as well. That, what was it? Interceptor X. Nice glove. Love that. How much? $20. Sold. That's a good glove, dude. Specialist NS430 is the name of that. So, anyways, look for the features I'm telling you. Hopefully you guys have learned a thing or two about gloves, things that I like. No goofy terry cloth padding here. Just a simple, straightforward, well-fitting, apparently durable cop glove for $20. That's your reference. For around $20, you should be able to get a good glove. And let me speak to that. Be careful about getting ripped off. There are a lot of gloves out there for $60. Heck, I saw some in the Brigade Quartermaster catalog. It's not their fault. It's just the glove manufacturers selling them for $100. I mean, you got ammo, you got guns, you got knives, you got food, you got tactical gear, clothing, all of which compete for your dollars for gear. You don't have $100 to spend on gloves. Trust me. I don't. And so that's why I'm going to show you these high-value glove options, which I think make sense. My top picks out of all the ones you've seen would be this Interceptor X by Damascus. That's good, even though it's natural suede. It still doesn't blow the design out of water. The Specialist by Hatch in large size. And this X one, too. I forget what it was. Anyways, those are probably my top two picks right there out of all the ones I've shown you. Maybe the Elite Marksman. That's a decent glove, too. You can rewind the video if you want to remember exactly how. That's it. I am so out of time, it's not even funny. In fact, I went over my 20 minutes, but as you can see, believe it or not, there is a lot to say about gloves and the philosophy involved. Buy smart. Look to the description. I'll try to write down all the brands I covered. Again, they're going to change, but look for the features I've told you. The first thing you want to look for is fit. These gloves have got to fit you well. If they don't, then it is not a tactical glove. It's a winter glove or sledding glove. It's not a tactical glove. Durability, and then a very clean design in the hand area. Preferably of synthetic leather if you can get it for a good price. This is Nutnfancy signing off at Skaggs. Thanks again, Skaggs. Thanks so much for tuning in. The good ratings, subscribing, all the support you give me. It keeps me trucking. Nutnfancy. See ya!